What's up, everybody? It's your boy J.I., the mass creator in the house. We are here with my boy to the left of me.
Scotty, what up?
And my boy to the right of me.
Oh, man, it's Richie Rich in the motherfucking building.
And we are the Grown Man Clique podcast.
God damn, you forgot about me?
No.
On the screen tonight, we have our lovely...
Yeah, you know, I'm the
What?
I was just going to say, I'm the Instagram professional.
What?
Yeah. You didn't see the thing?
No.
Never mind. I'm John.
Good evening,
Sheila.
Hey, Sheila, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, Chrissy.
All right.
Hey,
What is she saying? Van is sick and will not be there this evening. He might listen in. Oh, okay.
It's Van's birthday?
No, he's sick.
What?
Auntie said.
Birthday?
Good evening, ladies and gents. It might be his birthday. Is it?
Is it?
Shit, happy birthday, Van.
Happy birthday, Van. If we missed it, how we miss his
Shit.
birthday?
Damn, yo.
Yeah,
How
I'm
the hell
doing
you
good, baby.
How the hell are you
doing
gonna be
good.
down with the clique and we don't know your freaking birthday, man? I don't know.
Ain't nobody better than my click.
Well, y'all go ahead and talk for a minute. I gotta get rid.
Oh, happy birthday, Van.
And it is his birthday.
Oh, shit.
It was on Facebook. I don't pay attention to Facebook, Sheila. You know me.
Big Vin Easy. Happy birthday, man. God damn.
I'm glad he said thank you.
You sick on your birthday?
That sucks, man. Damn.
Damn.
At least you got somebody to take care of you. Oh.
No, right? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm watching though. I was just watching God. Oh man. So I want to toast to Jay get back.
Whoa.
If y'all can hear me.
No.
Nope. But I'm gonna just keep talking like I'm talking.
Yeah, because
I'm
we
gonna
out.
say some inappropriate shit because we out and y'all can't really hear me and shit. So this is what I do. Right?
Inappropriate.
Okay.
Whoa.
Don't say shit. Oh, they can hear me?
You can say inappropriate shit if you want to.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing, man. Shout
Yeah,
out,
what do you say?
Shout
Shit,
out.
damn motherfucker.
shout out to Johnson and Johnson.
Wow.
God damn.
We ain't going nowhere.
Oh shit!
All right.
Auntie heard me.
He says
No,
thank you.
Auntie didn't hear you. Auntie know you. You talk about.
God damn, I'm just talking shit.
Do what you do, Rich.
Yo,
Yeah.
I heard a fire ass joke.
Oh,
Go ahead.
shit.
Yo, what I heard?
Yeah.
I heard this shit on the internet. It said, if you take a dump on the elevator, is it taking shit to the next level?
You did hear that the other day.
Y'all stupid. Well, if
Hey.
you
Speaking of inappropriate, hey Jerry. Speaking of inappropriate, I got something for you.
Oh fuck!
This is going to effectively end my career.
Wow.
So check this out, right? Right. I had sex with a handicapped girl, and I handicapped that ass.
Jesus, John. That's what you need.
What?
Call
Wow.
on
Oh, that's
him.
right. What was this topic about today? Oop.
Oh, we not there yet. We not there
Okay.
yet.
No, he's already there. Obviously.
But
Yeah.
so let's go around the room and find out where everybody's been up to since the last. Whoa! Protocol. We gonna have a great show tonight, right?
Yes,
So we
sir.
gotta do what we
Yeah.
always do. Toast to a great show. Put it up in the air. Clink, clink.
Drink, baby.
Drink, drink, baby.
Solo Rich in the building.
What you
High
say?
quality H2O.
Sober rich in the building.
Solo.
Oh,
Solo cup.
okay.
Solo cup.
I was
All
about
right.
to say sober. What?
So we're gonna go to the screen. John, what you been up to since the last time you was on the podcast with us?
Man, loving life, man. Just working. Cars, money, bitches,
Wow.
and not just working.
Okay.
Really super happy with the job so far, and
That's always a good
yeah,
one.
that's it. Trying to set up some photo shoots for the next coming months, and that's about it.
I gotta say, John, I'm proud of you.
Really, finally, you're about to talk some shit, aren't you?
No, I'm proud of you, man, because like out of all the things I've seen you done, this is the first time you actually put a replica of what you look like.
I'm hoping one day you'll really be proud of me, but whatever. Well,
Wow.
God damn.
Oh shit!
I appreciate it, Rich.
Wow.
That nigga look like fuck it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Oh man. Wow.
So let's go to the next one. Richie Rich, what you been up to?
And I did a couple things, man. Still getting better. I'm working, healing, always concentrating on my healing journey. I'm about to start a new journey again. Not really new. Same journey, just different place.
Okay. Well, same place, different
Journey, I
journey.
guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish
Yeah.
it was like Journey Smellier or whatever the fuck her name is.
Journey Sommelier.
Whatever the fuck.
Smollett. Smollett.
so let me ask seriously, where is your journey going to take you?
Oh shit, that's crazy. That's just like white people. Want me to get fired already?
Hey, listen, I can't help or whatever.
No. It's just I'm working for a different company trying to get the bread right so I can do what I need to do and be a man out here.
Yeah, that's what's up.
If you ain't being a man, then you being a pussy. And if you being a pussy, John's gonna fuck it.
Whoa, no. Yo, what the fuck? Is he all right? He died down. It's like he just disappeared off the
Oh, that was racist.
Wow.
wait, who?
Hey John, I love you, man.
I might love you too.
Damn, that's crazy.
All right.
That's crazy. But outside of that, GMC been working too.
Yeah.
You feel me? GMC been working. I'm gonna let Jay enhance on that. Pause. But
Whoa.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've been out here though.
Scotty T.
Been putting some shit together, working and shooting and working and driving to the airport 3 a.m. and crazy shit. Shout out to my girl Gigi Banks.
Yeah, Gigi Banks.
She
Shout out to
rolled
Gigi.
through this weekend and set this motherfucker on fire. And shout out to Mariah. I just got notified that she just grabbed a cover of one of the TDM 10th anniversary covers.
No, Mariah, the young lady that he photographed, and he has the cover.
she's
of,
No, she's
So
not.
you
No,
was being modest.
no, she's not high note.
You was being modest.
yeah.
No, technically, I don't know whether she's high note or not. She does dance her ass
I
off.
wasn't
Yeah.
talking about that. I was talking about that both
What
of
is
y'all
that?
grabbed the cover of it.
Oh, I thought you.
That's dope.
Never mind.
man.
Yeah, no, it is dope. Thank you.
Look,
Yeah.
look at Scott, old humble ass and shit. She grabbed it.
But she grabbed the cover.
She grabbed the cover. Couldn't do shit without me, Mariah.
It would have been a blank page, bitch.
Actually, another shout out to Mariah because today is her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Mariah.
Man's birthday.
We
Happy
do
birthday.
now.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday,
I
man.
got your back, brother.
Wow.
We actually got a kickoff set, but we was
Yeah.
trying to act like we didn't know it was your birthday. Now we gotta wait till you come in and bring the
Man,
cake
I
out
beat
again.
down. I'm looking at the cake.
It
too.
might be
That
it might be a little bit stale, but it'll be here for you.
shit. Yeah, all you gotta do is take a shower.
I'm talking about the. Oh my god, he's stupid.
Ooh, shit, man. Nah, man, that's it. Shout out to the IRS because they look like that. Finally going to process my shit. Man.
And you can get that new Tesla Cybertruck.
Hell.
Only reason I would get a Tesla Cybertruck is to set that bitch on fire.
Well, I wouldn't.
That
buy
looks like a rolling fucking dumpster, yo. I saw one last night. Actually, it looks like a rolling dumpster.
Y'all remember real quick the first Batman, the good trilogy and shit. Christian Bale.
Yeah,
That's what that shit look like. Look like the Batmobile that he was driving in Gotham.
Oh, the
That
one
shit-
with the big ass tires.
Yeah, that's what that shit look like. It look like
A big
Pedophile
ass roller
Central.
skate.
holy shit.
Jesus. Don't do that again.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Like, whoa.
We about to get blocked.
Thank God the camera was on. Good evening, gentlemen
evening,
of the
Shauna.
GMC and guests. Hope
Shane in the
everyone is well.
building.
What's up, Shauna? How you doing,
We
baby
hope you're
doll?
well as well.
Yeah,
As well.
Always.
cool.
All is well.
Matter of fact, wait.
Yeah,
Let's get the shirt.
I gotta find it. It's hanging up in the office, but we got it, and we will. I'll get it at
Sign
one
that
point
shit.
when y'all take over the show. But me, I guess it's on me now. Well, we had a busy week. We actually had to do a wedding on a Thursday.
Oh,
Yes.
snap. I forgot.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
I forgot completely about the Bowens.
Yeah.
The Bowens.
Shout out to the
The
Bowens.
Bowens.
They got married on Wednesday. That is my girl Gloria and her husband Warren. So they are definitely not in tonight. But if they were, that would be really fucking weird.
You know what?
So-
Y'all better not be too.
They had a beautiful wedding too.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful service. Beautiful. Oh, the reception was just top notch. It was gorgeous.
And GMC was in the house.
Yeah,
We did what we do.
always. And welcome
What
to
up,
the
Lionel?
stage, our boy Anthony L. What's up, Anthony?
What's going on, everyone? How's
Not
everyone doing tonight?
Coming live from the Lido Cave. Oh,
Yeah,
Where
see
are
the
you?
reading line.
'Cause I feel like I seen this room on Dexter.
yeah. That's real honest that he's got freaking wood studs.
Nah, I'm in my basement. It's unfinished basement, so I'm in the basement.
That's exactly the answer that I would give.
Yeah.
That's exactly the answer
I would have said my friend.
Well, yeah.
Hey, look, at least you're not looking at the other section where I got all the plastic. So remember that.
The whole apron right there next to it.
Buddy, ready to go.
Yeah.
And Halloween is a cover.
Damn,
And
Jay was still going.
yeah. I also had the esteemed pleasure of shooting Miss Gigi Banks. She came in and actually did a question with me too. Right before she got on the plane. That was like literally right before she got on the plane. And I had the other pleasure of shooting Carrie Canella. And I would like to shout out Stevie. Girl Stevie got an anniversary cover for TDM.
Oh yeah.
Big shout out to Stevie. I'm very proud of her for that. That's her first. So,
You know what? If I'm not mistaken, I think Stevie's birthday was somewhere around here too. Actually,
well, happy birthday. Yeah. Whatever season this is.
All these damn Libras.
No, is it Libras or Leo?
Yeah,
It's Libras.
Libras.
It's something with an L.
Leave me alone. Oh no,
See?
that's Michael Jackson.
See.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Hey, hey, Michael didn't do it.
Hey.
That's the same thing R. Kelly and P. Diddy saying. They ain't do it.
Yeah, well.
That's the same shit that old lady on the street with all them cats.
Damn. Oh damn.
Yeah. All right. Well, Anthony, what you been up since the last time you've been on the screen? What's been going on? What cities to and work your magic in?
Yeah, just got back from my Alaska trip. I was in Anchorage for about 3-4 weeks for my regular job. Other than that, I've been shooting here and there, trying to get ready for the winter and the summer.
Okay.
And just trying to practice some edits because there's still a lot I need to learn. Always trying to go to YouTube University, see what I can learn, and then trying to research on my own, see what I could get out of it. Because right now I'm struggling, and it's no disrespect to anybody, but when I see people that have really smooth skin in pictures, I can't get that effect, and I'm trying to get that effect. You ask different people, you get different answers.
Yes.
Because like around the kneecap areas, sometimes no matter what you do to edit them, they just don't come out right. So I see a lot of people end up, I guess it's airbrushing. I'm not sure what it is. I've heard different things, and then the knees like are kind of painted over, and they look nice. They look smooth. So I've been trying to figure that out. Just and shooting. You seen I've been out there. Yesterday, I shot with some friends, Mass Appeal, Escape Through the Lens, Clique, and some others with some lovely models. Scott, Jerry, I think you know him. Sandra was one of them, and Boutique.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But other than that, just like I said, trying to improve every day. Oh, I shot with Reggie Walker, phenomenal photographer. His work is amazing. Watching him with his lighting technique, and just picking his brain when he gets a minute. You know what I mean? I don't want to ever disturb someone while they're shooting, but when there's like downtime, it's just like, hey, what was your thoughts on that? Like, I see a lot of photographers shooting it with one light. I see you doing it with two, and you're getting a lot of results. Is that like preference? You know what I mean? So it's always good to talk shop with other photographers and see why, besides it being their art, just what made them kind of gear towards that direction. So
yeah. You never stop learning, especially not in this medium. If you stop learning in this medium, then you shouldn't be here. You should be
Yeah.
growing, learning, experimenting. Like, I almost forgot. I did a mini shoot with Jay Nicole this weekend.
Oh snap!
So she came through, and I was working with a setup that I've done a couple times, but we're playing with it a little bit more to refine it.
Rich is famous.
And I
Rich
also did a bare bulb shoot for the first time in a long time. And that came out killer. Like, I mean, I was like, that's fire. It gives you that really deep 3D effect because the light is not being blocked by a modifier, so
Yeah.
everything. So yeah, so it looked really killer.
Are you using ND filter with that, or you
No, I didn't need to.
okay?
I just dialed it in.
I hear a lot of photographers use ND filters with it to shoot with bare bulb, so they could shoot wide open as well. Maybe that's the key, shooting wide open. That's why they're using the ND filters.
Yeah, well, I was inside, so I was in studio.
Oh, okay.
I've already got it the light control. So when you're outdoor shooting bare bulb, yeah, you want to really try to dial in the background more. But this was on a high key background, so I just wanted that nice blowout effect on the background. And I mean, I'll share some of those images soon, but like I haven't even seen them since we looked at them on the iPad after I shot them. So,
one more thing. Just want to shout out my wife. This Saturday was her 21st birthday. You know how that works.
Right. Happy birthday.
Amazing woman. She definitely completes me, and I'm very grateful to have her in my life and be part of her life as well. So
yeah, gotta shout out the second, the strong second.
Yeah.
Got back the cheerleaders. I got a great one myself.
Yes.
39 years going strong. So love my girl. She's so important to me.
As black men, we gotta clear that up because idiots take anything wrong with it. You ain't 21. Like, listen, I mean, I might see it like that. Like life, you gotta understand, you gotta clear it up. All you need is that one dumbass nigga to take that clip. Can you believe
he's been married to her for 23 years and she is not?
But it looks 21.
Hey,
look who's here! Hey, baby.
Hi. How are you guys?
Don Brown is in the house. Hey, Dawn, how are you?
Good. How about you guys?
What's up, Don?
Doing good. So, what you been up to since the last time you've been on the screen with us?
Which feel like forever.
I mean, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Nothing overly exciting.
Yeah, that's my answer too. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's time for everybody's favorite segment. We're going to slide into that, and then we'll get to our topic of the day. Here we go. Flowers or powder for you. That's right, everybody. It's time for Flowers and Powder. And if you're new to the show, if you have never seen Flowers and Powder, and if you want to know how Flowers and Powder goes, it goes like this. You've had a great day, a marvelous day, and you get in the fast lane and you're driving to your home, and there's somebody in the fast lane, 65 miles and over, doing 28. There's somebody next to you in the next lane going 29. The third lane, which should be your exit lane, somebody's doing 17. So you're completely boxed in. And nobody realizes that none of them are doing the speed limit. So if you do, you just want to take and roll down your window, do the LeBron, put the powders on your hand, and give them a slap for being that ignorant in the fast lane. Or if someone's been so great to you and did so much for you, and you just have to give them their flowers while they are yet alive, you can give them some flowers. And that is basically flowers and powder in a nutshell. So, who has some flowers and who has some
I
powder?
feel like LeBron wants to give his son some.
Did you see that 6 minutes of horror? Did you see
I didn't
that
see it.
6 minutes of horror?
I saw the highlights. Watch it.
Oh, you
LeBron's
talking about the game?
so lost.
You talking,
Oh my goodness, that was horrible.
Yo, after that first bucket, that nigga got I'm Prince James. No, nigga.
No, you clowny James. He just knew he was it, and then people were just running around him like he wasn't even there.
I got flour and powder. Right?
Okay.
Start with powder, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna tread lightly because I ain't supposed to say a lot. But
Okay.
the scent of your kids fall upon the fathers. Your kids do not have grace to say anything to anybody and think that shit is okay. Some niggas will beat your father the fuck up. Okay, just to prove, watch your fucking mouth. Okay, watch your mouth. That's all I'm gonna say. So powder, teach kids learn to shut the fuck up.
So what I got out of that, someone talking trash, and you about to beat someone's father up.
I ain't saying shit. I'm just saying in general. Okay? Yo, if y'all kids is in school, stop. Yo, leave these text messages the fuck alone, nigga, because kids gonna be living. You won't. Yeah, lessons need to be fucking learned. Be honest. But let's even hear that. I want to give flowers to a couple people, right?
Okay.
I want to give flowers to my big cousin. I call him DJ. Other people got him by other names, but last Saturday he came back and showed the rest of the family that he ain't fucking with. He was that man. And if y'all don't know who I'm talking about one of the greatest motherfucking wrestlers that ever fucking lived. Okay? I'm talking about Dwayne Johnson. Y'all might know him as The Rock. I call him Colt myself. He's very like.
Wait a minute, you said your cousin? What?
Yeah, I'm half Samoan, man.
Hey,
Somewhere in the line, I'm pretty sure I've been on the island.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
It's called the Island of Maryland.
Let me see. Okay. Also, another flower was love though. I witnessed at the wedding love.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you go to weddings and I always feel like they just talking shit. Like, oh, you're just saying things
right.
that you want to. I didn't feel that this time.
No,
I didn't feel that this time.
the
man.
actions backed up the words, yo.
Yeah, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like it a lot.
That's the first time I was at a reception, and the only person that didn't sit down was the bride. She was on the dance floor for 3.5 hours.
Now, honestly, that shit went too long.
Yeah, it was a long reception.
God damn it.
It was a long
It was
reception.
Yo, I got some flowers. Now that you
Okay.
mention it. Flowers to the bride, Mrs. Bowen, and her freaking gold Pumas, yo. I was clocking them shit, man. If you've never seen any like pure gold fucking Pumas, these shits was on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're right, she was on that dance floor the whole freaking time.
that's why she had on tennis.
Yeah.
But that was fun. Any more flowers? Any more powder from anyone?
Yeah.
All right, John, what you got?
Uh-oh.
Well, not necessarily flowers, but I want to send some thoughts out to everybody in Tampa, Florida tonight.
Oh yeah.
If it keeps going, they're all about to get fucked. And
Got
It's
another-
heading right now.
Yeah, they got another. Yeah.
shit, the winds right now I think are at 170 miles an hour.
Damn.
So I just talked to my daughter down there. She's in Tampa. I think they're going to be bugging out soon, and Just prayers for everybody on that side of Florida.
Definitely prayers. But why did your daughter wait to the last minute? If you tell me that it's coming my way, I'm out there this hour after you done told me. Well, I notice a lot of people in Florida kind of wait to the very last minute to roll out or stick it out. Is there a particular reason why?
Well, from what I understand right now, there's no evacuation order, but they're not playing that game. I know what you're talking about. They're not that stupid.
Okay.
I think a lot of people have gotten so used to the weather being overreacted over that a lot of times they leave and there's no point in them leaving, and then they spent money to leave and go somewhere else and they didn't need to. I think that's why so many people wait till like that last possible moment now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know,
money.
It's been said, I forgot which sheriff, but they've been saying, you know, to all the people that stay behind, make sure you write your information and marker on your arm so they can identify you later.
Wow.
Listen, money can replace your life, can't? So if you leave.
Now, there's some people that just they think it's a party.
Yeah.
But this is going to be total devastation if it just keeps going into Tampa like that.
You know what I know.
So
Hurricane season is.
Well, I'm really confused on. I keep seeing a lot of posts, and I haven't researched obviously, but keep seeing a lot of posts about people talking about the fact that the devastation that just happened in North Carolina, they're turning away the people that are bringing stuff in for help and relief.
Right.
But I don't understand why they're turning it away.
Right.
That doesn't sound right. I've never heard of anything like that.
It's several of my friends that live down that way. I have a girlfriend of mine who lives down in South Carolina. She's got some friends that are stuck in North Carolina. And basically what's happening is anybody who's bringing supplies and stuff down, if they're not taking supplies to a business, they're getting turned around and told to leave. And it's not the only place I've seen it. I've been seeing it, like people who have actually gone down have been posting about their experiences. And I'm not exactly sure I understand, because they're even talking about the fact that FEMA's not even really helping. They're not even assisting.
So you're saying that, like, say Scott, Jerry, or whoever went down there with supplies personally, they're turning them away.
Yep.
Okay.
But I'm a little confused on the why, but like I said, I haven't researched it, but that's what's going across my social media right now is the fact that, the people who are trying to help and who would normally help, there was something a couple days ago about, people who are capable and able with helicopters. There were situations with that as well, too, for some reason.
So what comes to mind is basically, how can you trust people just coming in out of nowhere, just dropping supplies off? Wouldn't it be better to go through like a mission, or, you know what I mean? Maybe that could be the possibility.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lot of people who have put supplies together, and some of it has been, through some of the relief agencies. I think the drawback is that it's on such a grand scale that they really do need what's being brought in some way, shape, or form. Like they do need the help. They even need the rescue help still.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a number of these missions from far away in the military. A lot of times logistics is all jacked up. So
sure.
In a situation like that, if they don't have enough boots on the ground to actually get the stuff that they're bringing in to the people who need them, they could possibly be turning it away because they have no way to store it. They have no way to
refrigerate it,
distribute it. Yeah, I gotcha.
Out, which means
that's fair.
We love you for trying to help, but
let's get the infrastructure together to support
your stuff is going to end up being, because I know during Katrina, a lot of that happened. A lot of stuff ended up.
Sure.
Hey, Dawn.
A lot of stuff ended up looted.
Yeah, I just sent a quick text to my friend who's she's worked in emergency management and all that, and she's following really close what's going on. I just asked her if she heard about.
Well, my other concern is we're about to have yet another devastating storm on the same coastline, not that far from where the last one happened, and we're already not handling the relief mission there. I don't know what Florida is going to end up looking like.
Right.
I think it's basically not being able to vet the people that are bringing stuff in, because even though we know people want to help, there are still sick people out there who would probably bring stuff in to take advantage of the situation, maybe
That's fair.
hurt people, things of that nature. So not being
Yeah.
able to vet it because of it's way too many things going on, it's chaos and all kinds
Sure.
of things like that. So it's probably more so because you know they always have to have some moniker of control over a situation, even
Sure.
in this type of situation, you know.
Yeah.
And also safety. You're bringing people in from all these different areas that are, riding in and don't know where the water lines are, don't know, what
Sure.
they're riding into. They could, end up being stuck, and then they need help. So it's a bunch of things, but some of it could be inactivity by the local, state, and federal government.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
not controlling the situation well. We've seen good stuff go bad and bad stuff turn good in these kinds of situations. So, once more people are getting news feeds and giving out lives like you get from your social media and all, we can get a grasp on who needs to have the finger pointed at them. So,
Right.
we just got to monitor it and let them know that we're watching. And we want a great resolution to this, because there are a lot of people hurting, a lot of people devastated, and we just need to make sure that we're, as a country, doing the same things that we've always done in times of chaos and in times of despair. And that's come together and
Sure.
get it right.
Word, just imagine though, right? Like you outside your house, you looking for like cover, and a helicopter comes, and you get on a helicopter, and you're at Epstein Island. Like,
All right. So what's our topic for today?
let's that shit. Let's definitely that.
I do want to give powder to all the insurance companies.
I was gonna say, you want to give powder to Rich in his knees while you're at it?
Hey, I don't need powder. I just need baby oil.
Because I'm also hearing with
All
a
right,
lot of these back-to-back devastation events, people are getting kicked out of their insurance or not getting their
Sure.
homes taken care of. That's kind of cruddy. If I go somewhere and want flood insurance, I'm expecting flood insurance. Don't try to come with stipulations or anything like that. Read between the lines. No,
Right.
I want flooding protection. So I'm starting to see that a lot of people aren't getting their homes taken care of.
There was already an issue in Florida to begin with. I forget who I was talking to. I think it was one of my real estate agent friends. Because insurance hadn't gradually gone up or couldn't do what it was supposed to during COVID, they have started jacking the insurance prices up so badly that in some cases, people's insurance was more than their mortgage. And they were having a hard time finding insurance because of the area that they were in. It just kept skyrocketing. So they were already having trouble with insurance to begin with.
Yeah. Just terrible.
By
Have
the
we
way,
said happy birthday to Van?
Yeah,
He's here now.
I know, I see that.
for folks who don't know, Mecklenburg County's in North Carolina.
Of course, we all knew it was Van's birthday. We was going to definitely say happy birthday to Van.
I was
So-
late.
Hey,
Don't
man.
start. Don't start. Okay.
Hey, Dawn.
No, you missing something.
yeah. I don't think you saw the beginning of the show.
Hey, Dawn.
I didn't see the beginning of the show. That's my point.
Yeah,
No one fucking knew.
Because nobody watched Facebook.
because Amish don't celebrate their birthdays like we do. So
right.
I wished him happy birthday earlier today. I assumed you guys had done it already.
well, just to let you know, I have been off the radar. My phone was off for over 10 hours today because I was doing my civic duty as a juror.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and I got to go back tomorrow because I did it so well.
And I don't know Facebook.
I don't think that's the reason.
Nah, damn, yo.
And we're welcoming Jay
Happy
Nicole to
Jay
the
Nicole.
stage. Hey,
Hi,
Jay.
Jay. Hi.
Hello,
Hello.
Jay.
Hi, Jay.
All
How
right.
y'all doing?
Hi, Jay.
All right.
Man,
So I think we've waxed poetic for a while now, and we've gotten all those subjects out of the way. So our topic tonight it's one we've visited more than once. I think we did it 3 times towards our models out there, and they were called model behavior.
And we need to talk about it some more.
Yes, because there's still some more segments of model behavior that need to be explored. But I was thinking, especially with all of the photographers that I've been talking to lately, and I'm talking about, and if you know, there is a moniker for them, the good guys or the real guys, be it male or female, who are out here doing what they do, creating art, creating, using talent to, create ideas and, beauty. And there is, well, now there is a rash of photographers. There always been bad apples, but it seems to be even more prevalent now that there are photographers out here who, I mean, women are going to these people and ending up in very bad situations.
Hey, Chair.
Unfortunately, it
Hey,
goes in
listen,
waves.
I don't want to cut. I got to cut out of here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Can I, well, whenever you're ready, speak my piece on this before I bug out?
Go right ahead, John.
All right. So what's always bothered me, and I've said this over the last time we brought up the topic. It's to me, it boils down when it comes to photographer behavior. It comes down now. This is I might spit out some explicit words here. So it really what bothers me is that photographers can't treat their models as humans. One thing, we're all responsible for the safety of the people that we're working with to some degree or another. So for me, keeping the person safe is a thing. Treating them with respect and just treating them like a human. Very basic concepts. And it seems like you've got these predator scum that aren't even capable of just basic respect. And that's what really bothers me, because it's such a simple thing. Treat motherfuckers with respect. I don't know. It's such a simple concept that, and unfortunately, a lot of people can't do that. And I personally think they should just throw their cameras away and find another hobby.
Well, I think part of this is and you made some good points there, but
wait, I'm not done. Oh, go ahead. I'm not done yet, but
hold on. But this is the whole idea. You've said the problems, but part of this is us giving models things and tools that they need to know how to avoid situations and how to avoid people like that. Because we've got great talent who's like, all right, I'm putting up my makeup, I'm putting up my wardrobe, I'm not going on any more shoots, I'm not doing any shit because I don't want to deal with what I've been dealing with, which is people who, like you said, are less than professional and who aren't giving the models the respect and just the common courtesy of treating them with respect as not a
treating them like a human,
not an object that they're shooting, but as part of the artistic process.
Right. I mean, so that's a two-way street. How the models protect themselves, and then talking about photographers. I think that's two different issues. Unless
John,
I'm wrong, I don't.
I think one of the problems is, like, we got to remember, in every industry, in every community, in every place, there are scumbags.
Right.
It doesn't matter what profession you're in. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what you identify as. There will always be scumbags. And so the problem is you telling people and showing people the way to protect themselves and showing them the markers and the signs of what the scumbags are. Because if you think about it, one of the things that we try to protect each other from as a society is scumbags. So regardless of whether you can try to protect people as much as you can, but the best way is to give them the tools to protect themselves, because you're never going to root out all the scumbags, because out of the 10 kids that may have been born today, 3 of them were probably scumbags when they get older.
I'm sorry. That's why we need to keep abortion legal, but that's another topic.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sorry if I offended anybody on that, but no, it's like Chris. So kind of like what you just spoke on, like with me, right? Some of the people that I've worked with, especially if they're brand new, they know that if there's anybody questionable or anything like that, they'll hit me up and be like, "Hey, what do you think?" And there's a few resources that I have, or things that I'll look at their IG or Facebook and tell them what I think. And it's up to them. It's up to them to do what they will, And then after that, I hate to say it, it's not my problem anymore. But so I try to be as active in that as I can without overstepping anything.
And some of the simplest steps are the easiest to implement. For example, model came in from out of town this weekend, knew me, had a couple of shoots set up with photographers that she did not know. She asked me about them. One I knew, one I didn't know, but I also reached out to my network and my past experiences and theirs to vet these people that she had booked jobs with. And I'm glad to say that those situations turned out exactly like they should have. No incidences, no problems whatsoever. And I actually accompanied her to one. And, just in case, I had my SIG with me. And yes, I do have a current valid Maryland carry concealed. So,
I want to see that.
That was just in case something went left. Luckily, nothing did.
No, you cannot borrow it.
You cannot borrow that, but I've got something you can borrow.
It's called a slingshot.
So, hey, let me ask you something real quick, Scott. So, when you went through that process of hitting up your contacts, did you get any negative feedback that was able to help her?
Nope, I didn't. And I'm glad you asked, because that's exactly what I was looking for. Because
same with me, exactly. Exactly.
Right, that's the information that we're looking for, because those are the tools that adults make their own decisions, but you want to give everyone as much factual information as possible so that they can make the best decision for themselves, and then stand by to support them.
And
let me just say one last. Oh, go ahead, Jerry.
Go ahead, because I wanted.
So I was going to say, I do pretty much the exact same thing that you do, Scott. But you probably do it on a different level than I do. But the biggest thing on the other end is, I always tell models, no matter what they plan on doing, always ask the photographer if it's okay for them to bring an escort.
Right.
And as soon as the photographer says no, then that indicates some kind of problem, and then you just bypass and move on to the next. At least that's my
I do the same thing. I do not. I have a 100% welcome anybody that wants to come with a model to a shoot, because I'm here to do work. But I do preface that with a caveat. The person who you bring must be supportive, must be non-intrusive, and must be there to help and not hinder.
Yeah. You get some boyfriends that want to come with the models, and then the boyfriends screw up the shoot.
Right.
But coming out. Same thing I say, like, look, as long as your boyfriend's cool, I'm not touching you, I'm not doing anything. But if you're posing and he's not comfortable with it, then no, he can't come. I'd rather you bring a family member, like a brother, more so than a boyfriend, or someone that you know is going to make the shoot go well and not hinder the shoot.
Right.
Now,
I ain't
I've had
had
that situation happen too. I think my second or third photo shoot ever. Uh, the and I don't want to spit out any names or I don't want to out anybody, but I don't know if the boyfriend was on something or whatever, but he was pretty bouncing around the studio, almost knocking stuff over. But after that situation, if that were to occur, I'd just end the photo shoot. No, that's no discussion. It's over.
Right.
But I wasn't talking about, yeah, sure, boyfriends can be problems and stuff like that. But putting that aside, when I said what I said, just asking the question to see what the response from the photographer is.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
We definitely understand that. But what we're saying is that, this is part of what we're doing. We're sharing different tips and different ideas and different, little things that could make that situation a little better for the photographer and for the model. And just I've had models bring their boyfriends that were somewhat disgruntled about their career path and their girlfriend, taking pictures at all these different studios, and they would sit here with attitude, or they would ask them a bunch of questions. How long is this going to take?
That doesn't work out. That shit doesn't float. Yeah.
Yeah. So asking some, putting some stuff, because I'd rather you cancel than waste my time, with bad energy.
See, I feel the opposite. Bring him. If that's what he needs, feel comfortable about what's happening. Bring him. Now, I haven't had those situations y'all was talking about
because they've been supportive. If they bought them,
supportive, and also, I ain't no creep ass nigga when I'm shooting. Like,
right.
You know what? Like Ant said earlier, it's not that's valid, and we've all run into that. But it's not always about that. Sometimes they bring the negative energy just because of who they are, and
that's
they
cool.
And they throw shit off.
That's cool.
That's the question I was going to ask too. Like, yeah, that was the question I was going to ask about. What if the person that they bring or the person themselves throw off the energy of the room? What if they come in already thinking that some shit's going to happen? Like they walk through the door already assuming that you're going to be either like the last creep photographer that they dealt with, or if they just have this in their mind that most male photographers are sleazy or whatever. How do you deal with people like that, or you just don't deal with them?
Well, can I add something real quick to that one?
Before we get in too deep to that, because that's a good question, right? I just want to finish my statement. Is that like y'all paying me? Y'all are paying me.
I was about to say,
you come in here and fuck that shit up,
right? I was about to say there's I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do. Yeah, there's two different tracks, and you're right. If it's a playing client and your shit get fucked up, and you've already paid me, and your shit's fucked up because of what you did, and
put it on another way. If you're not, say we agreed to TFP. Guess what? If you bring somebody to the set that fucks some shit up,
it's still on you.
Nothing is lost.
Right.
Talk to you.
Right. Right.
Nothing gets lost.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to deal with shit you don't want to deal with.
Right. That's true. That's true.
You don't have to do that shit. Right. And the fact that I bring my sisters and whoever I need to be, like y'all will see BTS in all of my shoots.
Right.
Y'all will never see me touch a model.
No.
Not even one fucking time.
So I've had a couple models had bad experiences, then come shoot with me. They'll bring a boyfriend that, the boyfriend and I start rapping and talking, you know what I mean? And he's like, hey, can I help you do something? And asking me questions, and ends up being good experiences. And then talking to the models, I had one bring her sister, and she was like, she really likes me because of the respect that I showed. Right. The room we had was a big room, and there was really nowhere for her to change her clothes. So I stepped outside
Of
and
the
I
room.
told her to come get me when she's done changing.
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
So she was like, wow, she's used to photographers staying there in the space with her and, while she's checking. No, I don't need to see all that. I don't care
Nope.
about all that. Let's let you come get me. And she's like, well, I got the she's some top or whatever where you really wasn't going to see anything. I'm like, no, just come get me and we'll go back to shooting. It's no big deal. So to me, I think it's to answer his question, like, how do you change that? I think it's for the photographer that is a good photographer to show that respect, show them what they didn't get from the last person. And I think then it'll work out, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
And we do that each and every time, each and every shoot, and we change it one shoot at a time.
Yeah.
And again, like we say on this podcast all the time, there's something else that's not being really talked about right now, and maybe we're gonna get into that a little bit later. But that A word plays
Accountability.
plays a lot.
Yeah.
You saying
Plays a lot.
accountability? You can't be cussing. You can't be cussing on this internet, bro. You can't be out here cussing on this internet, man. I'm telling you, don't.
Hey,
You can't be saying that. That's a bad word, bro. That's a bad word.
He said he got the biggest knees on the block, yo.
Yeah,
I
that's
tell you.
the biggest curse word right now with people and how they deal with other people is
Oh, yeah.
being
So y'all
held
telling me I can't say
accountable.
that?
Well,
Nah.
can I ask Dawn the same question?
You telling me I can't say that?
No, you can't say account. You can't say the A word, bro.
What? What you gonna do about it?
Well, I want to ask Dawn the same question. Dawn, have you ever dealt with a male model that was unprofessional, and did you have to change the energy of the room, or did you have to ask him to leave?
So it's listening to you guys sometimes is really interesting because my experience is so much different.
Yes.
And I know part of that's because I'm a female and I'm a really comfortable female to be around.
Yeah.
So I haven't had any issues. I haven't had any issues with anybody really being overly inappropriate. I have had issues where I had a female model show up and being she was being rigged. So she was being tied and bound for her shoot. And she had asked the rigger if she could smoke. She already had some sort of chronic pain issue. So she wanted to be able to relax a little bit more for what she wanted to do. Well, when I got there, I still had to wait an hour and some change before we actually shot for a multitude of reasons. And I almost called it because when I actually went to shoot with her, she looked high.
Yeah.
She absolutely looked high. And I'm like, I don't know what photos you're going to get from this at this point. I said, but we're going to shoot because we've all put the time and effort in. But it was so noticeable. Like there was only a handful of shots that I ended up editing that were remotely worth editing. And I still didn't love half of what I shot that day. Now, when we started with the podcast, when the information was sent to me, it said photographer behavior. So my assumption when we were going to have this conversation was talking about photographer behavior and what it should look like, and not just about the fact that there's so many shitty people in the situation.
That was my goal.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we're in a really odd situation in this industry where sex sells. So everybody wants to shoot it. And then your predators slide right in because it takes a hot minute to find the predators sometimes because they're smart enough not to do anything dumb in a group environment. And then when you're alone with them and everybody who worked with them in the group environment is like, oh no, that person's great. It takes a while before it becomes an issue. Or maybe only one person ever has an issue, and it truly depends on why the person gets into the photography to begin with. There are some men, and I hate to say men, but I still, in all of my years of doing photography, have never heard anybody complain about a female photographer being inappropriate in the same manner that men are constantly inappropriate. Now, I have seen it at events. Now, I'm a ballsy bitch. I will walk up to somebody and tell them, no, No, we're not doing that today. You can
Really?
correct your behavior. Oh, fuck yeah, I will in a heartbeat.
No.
Don't
I mean, that you actually saw it.
say again.
I said no. I was questioning. I was surprised that you said you actually saw it. I have no doubt you will correct whatever situation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, because part of what happens and part of where the breakdown on all of this is that very often women don't want to be in a physical conflict with a man.
Right.
So they have a tendency to go, okay, okay, so that they can figure out how to exit the situation without physical harm. And in a group environment, that's going to be rare, but the inappropriate thing can happen in a group environment, but the female won't say anything while it's happening or after it's happened. So it doesn't get addressed with the person
Right.
who did the inappropriate thing until
Right.
after the event.
And then,
Well,
then afterwards, it loses a lot of its effectiveness because
Yep,
you can't
exactly.
correct the situation. You can't deal with the person at the time. So then now you're dealing with hearsay.
And you know
Well,
what?
and there's some
I would
situations
like to
where
say
I know
this.
there's one particular photographer, and I cannot think of his name. He's been mentioned to me a couple of times. He's very upfront about what he wants from the shoot. He pays the models. He does not touch them, but what he wants is very inappropriate. But because he pays them and the models know ahead of time, all right, I'm not faulting anybody for
well,
that because they were upfront about it.
But is it
Yeah.
inappropriate to you or inappropriate in general?
It's
Because
inappropriate to everyone.
why would
Very
why would
inappropriate
they
to
take the money? 'Cause
Right.
Why would you go and take the money? All
No,
money
no,
is good
no, no,
money.
no. That's not what I mean. What I mean is the girls go into it knowing that it's inappropriate, but they're okay with it because they know it going into the situation.
Right.
They didn't
Right.
show up under a false pretense
Yep.
of artistic nude, only to have somebody try to like shove their fingers where they're not supposed to go or try to shove their tongue down their throat. You know what I mean? Those are the things that happen when nobody's watching.
So I don't participate in photography in that way. But however, I'm listening to what you're saying, and you saying they're going into that know that it's about the inappropriate. So do this personal photographer that you know?
Oh, I don't know the person. This person's been mentioned to me several times.
That's part of the agreement for you to show up, like.
Yeah, I mean, they're very upfront about it, and the girls are very aware. I mean, it's basically just him, very, very close up on private body parts and like awkward positions and things like that. But again, there's no touching. The girls are not made to feel uncomfortable, but they know it going into the situation what they're showing up for and getting paid for, but they're okay with it because they know what the outcome is going to be. They know what they're showing up for. And that's the difference a lot of times with what we refer to as GWCs, the guy with a camera, is a lot of what the guy with the camera starts out with is, oh, I just want to see hot girls without clothes on. That's where that whole thing spirals and stems from.
Right.
And then factor in if they're actually any good at photography, if they're any good at it, women will continue to put up with it because they want a really good fucking photo.
It creates more of a cover for them.
Yep.
Because they actually become good at what they're doing.
Yep. And then they feel entitled to talk to anybody any kind of way.
Only Fanny. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Where do you think the whole concept of putting that content on OnlyFans came from?
Porn.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Absolutely.
And guess where that came from?
Sex sells.
Boudoir and nude photography.
I mean, so
it's all part of the same thing.
But maybe I can break it down. But if you understand what's going on and you agree to the shit, it's not inappropriate no more. You know what's happening.
Yeah, I'm with you, but it would be. What I'm saying is, it would be inappropriate on a grand scale.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say it's not inappropriate, but if you agree to it, like you're saying, you don't get to cry foul afterwards because, like Jay said, you took the money, you understood what you were getting into.
You understood this assignment. You came in after doing your homework, and you wanted to take the test.
Now, unless it rises to the point of someone physically
Being
assaulting you
violated.
and battery and crimes and shit. If it's any less than that, then I mean, you knew what you. If it was just about feeling bad about what you did, if
That's
you
on
knew
you.
what you were going to do before you did it, that's on you.
That's on you. Yeah.
I.e., I mean, like I've had a photographer shoot a birthday shoot for a young lady. She brought in all the outfits, things that she wanted to wear for her birthday shoot, and then she complained that she was half dressed during the shoot and it made her feel uncomfortable. But
They're your
she
clothes.
bought all the clothes.
They're your clothes.
It wasn't like the photographer asked her to wear any of it. It was her birthday shoot, and that's what she brought with her to the thing. He didn't light it wrong. He wasn't, taking inappropriate angles, anything like that. So it's so touch and go sometimes. You can be doing your job completely unaware that they're not comfortable. But part of that has to be discernment on the photographer. Hey, are you okay?
Right.
Is this what you were going for?
Right.
But if it's a one-off customer, somebody, it could be your first time, you don't have a read on them.
Right.
Even if you did a consultation and they were bubbly and bright on the phone, but some people get more serious when it's game day and you don't get all that bubbly. People say they don't know whether I like them or like the pictures because I'm so basic when I'm working with new clients.
Rich said it earlier when he mentioned the ant customer service. Unfortunately, a lot of photographers don't want to deal with the fact that we are in a service industry, and sometimes you have to coddle your clients to even protect yourself, as in checking in with them, finding out if they're okay, this and that, whatever. It might border on being over the top, but it could actually save you from some shit afterwards.
Just because you're an artist, that don't mean you can't respect and have customer service. So
right.
Absolutely.
Camera side manner. It's very important.
Well, I mean, it's all professionalism. I think the big drawback is that there's nobody to report any of this to, because unless something egregious happens that you can report to the police, it's not like there's a certified board of people that you can report these people to. Most of the time, your GWC is a hobby photographer. They're not the person getting paid. It's usually the model getting paid, or maybe even nobody's getting paid because everybody's learning, and unfortunately it's just, you can only learn through experience, and so often the models have such a shitty experience, but they don't always share it, and then sometimes they do share it, and then it blows up, and then you end up with a photographer that maybe said one inappropriate thing in one situation, and now all of a sudden everybody hates this one person. I've seen that happen too.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's important to realize that every photographer at one point, right, maybe not have the mental of this, but I'm gonna be honest. We all was once a GWC.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We all was. Now we probably didn't have the thought process of these new GWCs and shit, but we had to learn somewhere.
Right.
We had to pick up a camera at some point.
Yeah, but
we had to learn the techniques. We had to learn the
but I think the idea,
what's appropriate or inappropriate,
and that goes back to being human. Yes, John said it off the top, and it's true. It comes down to how shitty or how good of an individual you are in life, period.
Yeah. And I think because I know all of you guys, none of y'all walked in with the point of being a piece of trash. You may have walked in as a guy with a camera, but you never walked in with the thought of being predatory.
Right.
You truly wanted to be professional and learn your craft. So you took the time to learn your craft, and you never became the dark side of what we're talking about. So that was never your intention.
I wouldn't call you a GWC. I call you a rookie or a newbie because you're learning your craft. A guy with a camera is a certain moniker. After
so you gotta graduate to being a guy with a camera.
Well,
no. You come, like Don said, you automatically have the idea in your mind that you picked up your camera because you want to see women naked or half naked and meet girls.
And it became apparent, and I think that was just that was an easy way for the community at large to identify the creeps and the predators.
Yeah.
Inexperienced, inexperienced.
Oh.
But if you're a good person and inexperienced, that's one thing. But if you're trash, yeah.
So I think
and there's other things
coming from a lot, right? It's because and I ain't trying to start no arguments, no nothing. It's just my personal opinion. But sometimes, 100%, you got to believe all facts. Everyone's opinion and perspective is not
fact. Right.
It's not the truth. So when you hear certain things, right, and thank God I ain't part of this shit because I surround myself with women. So if anybody ever shot with me with women, I touch no fucking body.
Right.
I'd be like, hey sis, she need oil right there. They go like, go ahead, take the care of that.
That's different. That's now that's different. Now, like if it's a body hair, like her hair or something, you ask permission. Can I touch your hair?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But rubbing oil on someone, that's a little extreme. And
and I don't do it. And I even with hair, I'm gonna be honest. And I won't even get to the point, especially if they trust Jerry. I'm like, hey Jay, can you come do this? Or y'all see who comes in with me, and I'll be like, all right. Hey, move that piece of shit. I don't touch it. like I do this shit for
I get it.
You're not gonna group me with all these other weird ass niggas. Okay.
So one thing that I like how you guys said rookie, more so, because I started and I would talk regular. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, spread your legs. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
one model that's like, hey, you need to not.
You might want to slow up and change your language a little bit.
Choose your words better.
Exactly. But I was still new, and I was talking to people, not talking to people, but trying to say, hey, do this, do that. And it was like she sat me down. It's like, yeah, you're nice, you're respectful, but some of the words that you're using come off wrong.
And you took that information and you changed your behavior.
Yeah, because this is the difference. Spread your legs. Okay, widen your base.
Yes. So, but some people take. What's that?
What were you saying, Jay?
Sensitive.
To a certain extent, but if this young lady is working with you for the first time, you really, you've never heard me say spread your legs, and you've worked with me for over 13 years.
Jesus Christ.
Say something, Richard. Say something. I am in
I'm talking about even imposing. Even imposing, you know. Okay, yeah.
And sometimes saying the pose that you want, it's like some people make fun. I'll end up trying to show them what I'm looking for because I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've gone that far.
I'd rather look stupid so you can get the idea.
I mean, we've all discovered how effective us going out on a limb and looking stupid is with helping with the rapport of the shoot.
Look at any of my BTSs. You're gonna see me posing in front of the model, like showing them what I was trying to get them to do. I look crazy, and like I always tell the model, but you'll look better doing it.
You be looking wild as shit.
Yeah, I do. And I had a camera in my hand and everything. Like,
you gotta chill out with that.
What Dawn brought up. I want to throw something out there.
Yeah.
So, okay, the one person that you know or know of said basically taking pictures and they know what they want. But also, if a model, depending on what they're doing, what type of modeling they're doing, if they already are selling that, should they still feel uncomfortable or feel a certain way because they already know and they already advertising the hey.
I'm not saying the models are uncomfortable. The models know what they're going in for. That was my point. This particular photographer, the outside person, what they would be photographing is just like close up of just like the bottom lady parts. Like that's what this person's looking for. So the outside world looks at that as inappropriate, right? Like
Yeah.
we shouldn't all be doing that, correct? So I'm not saying the
Well, they all
models are saying that
did.
he's inappropriate. I'm saying that what he's doing would be considered inappropriate, but
Yeah.
he's honest about it. So
Right.
he's upfront about it. So the model knows what they're getting into before they show up. They know what they're agreeing to. The difference is when they show up for an art nude and then
Yeah.
it turns into somebody's hands on their body that shouldn't be there, or hey, I'll
Right.
pay you extra if you do this kind of deal.
No.
That's I think
No,
that's where that line shows
And
up.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Ant, because I mean that's very important too. Content matters, and
Yeah.
knowing what you're shooting matters, but that also does not excuse inappropriate behavior. So, regardless of what you're shooting with your client, with your model, with whoever, there is a line, and everybody knows where that freaking line is. And when you cross that line, 9 times out of 10, the person who crossed the line knows that they crossed it.
Yeah.
And don't forget, I don't care if it's a male or female. These motherfuckers out here are liars.
Yeah,
I'm
they are.
being completely
They
fucking
are.
honest.
No, they are.
These niggas are liars. These women are liars. And I said niggas and women for a reason. I mean men, I guess.
that's your generation.
Everyone liar.
Look, I know.
Like be honest. Be honest with what you're accepting.
Look, I know personally. I know someone who was a very prominent photographer in the DMV area who was accused of some heinous
Oh, it's crazy.
acts, and ended up losing his career, moving out of the area, and he was exonerated because it turned out that the person lied and he didn't do anything close to what he was accused of doing. So yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and maybe they fucked with a GMC who didn't know what the fuck he was doing and shit, but he wanted to get into the shit.
Right.
He looked at you as practice.
Right.
He may not put your hands on you.
Well,
he might not put his hands on you. He was like, "Well, I want this in my bag and shit. You're asking me to do this. You already saw what I can do."
and that's part of the conversation that I wanted to go into.
Yeah.
And this is another thing. Just because you like their work doesn't mean you like what they're doing. Their style may not match what you want.
Correct.
And sometimes people will say, "Oh, his lighting is amazing. I know she's naked, but when I go in, I'm gonna wear a blue dress." And the photographer, if he's not doing his homework and asking the right questions before she comes in and says, because I put on the commercial where if they go, "Yeah, just check out my IG." Is your IG your portfolio? Because if you check out my IG, you're not seeing my portfolio. You're seeing what the models posted, because 90% of what I put on my IG are reposts. So if I have a portfolio page, and if you want to see all of the genres of work that I do and which one is going to best fit your ideas and your content, you need to ask me if I have a portfolio. And ladies out here and men out here as models, you need to do your homework when looking for a photographer. There are other people that can do great lighting. There's other people that can do great things that you like, but their genre doesn't fit your style or your genre. So you definitely need to know who you're shooting with.
So unfortunately,
and what you expect from them and what they expect from you.
Unfortunately, that's a good idea. That's a good concept. But we living in a different type of time and generation. So sometimes your IG can be your portfolio.
Yeah, for some people, but for me, it doesn't work because
you're not from social media.
No, I'm from the
exactly.
I still have, like, even for the side gig that I'm doing right now, I sent him my portfolio. He was like, "This is nothing like your social media." I said, "Should it be?" Mm-hmm. I say, I get clients from my portfolio and I get clients from social media. That's the work that they want for
like
social.
more.
A lot of people, you know, if they see the work that I'm doing on social media and contact me on social media, I'm like, so what did you like in my page? Because the work that I do with Jay Nicole is different than the work that I do with Holly LeMaster.
Right. The work I do with Jay Nicole is different from the work I do
Richard,
with
Richard. Baby, you know what? I'm on my way.
What do you want me to do? Like,
I'm on my way.
You
I know what I want to do.
You know he's 12. You know he couldn't resist.
So
it, right?
I mean,
But see, he definitely on his BS because I told him that I had the outfit and everything. Unfortunately, due to my new injury, I gotta take it day by day. But the outfit is still hanging there and ready. And I purposely have not shot at anybody else. But if you want me to, we can do this.
y'all stupid.
Yo, we need a box
But
photo shoot.
but right quick, I mean, Anthony, I know one big point you were telling me was, and you know, you brought it up when you text me about coming on, is that, you know, losing models to these, you know, photographers that aren't doing the right things. And I mean, I don't want you to be specific, but were there any examples of what happened to, you know, because I know the quality of models you work with is all professional for the most part. So, I mean, what happened in those situations, if you can share it, that would make a professional model just say, all right, I'm good?
So it's all right. So the way it goes down is I work with quality models, yes, amazing models. But I tend to like also the new ones that's coming in and want to learn the business and get into it. So, and it always seems like it's a better fit when a model hasn't been out there as long as say someone who's been out there 3 months. You kind of get a different feel, a different vibe that the I want to do more. I want to learn how to do this. You know what I mean? The energy is there. So I've put models on scene. It's been about 6 of them. I've put them on, and they've come back to me and said they're going to stop modeling because one thing that they've said that's kind of a common denominator, photographers jump right in asking them to do lingerie or some type of new.
Yeah,
Right.
that right there.
Right.
And it's like
That's right
they,
there.
and I've seen the screenshots,
Right.
and I'm like, what?
Right.
And I tell them all, even when I'm a new one, I'm starting off with them. It's you. You're controlling whatever it is that you want to do and how you want to do it. Nobody can tell you what to shoot or how to shoot. You have to take a charge. If a photographer says they want to shoot this and you don't even know them, well, then that's not the photographer you want to shoot with off the bat. Because typically, if a photographer wants to shoot you, they'll take you with whatever outfit that you got. It doesn't matter what it is. They'll try to give you a concept, but if it's TFP, we're not trying to make you go spend money to do something that is free unless you're to build your own portfolio. So you give them those options. But there's a lot of photographers that do jump out into some of these ladies' inbox, and I will say my work, I like my work, it's good, but is there every model that I can shoot with? Probably not. No, they might have better photographers they shoot with, but at the end of the day, I'm still respectful. I interact with them.
Right.
Once they start interacting back, then you may be able to ask them, "Hey, I like your work. Is there any chance that you do TFP? Any chance of us collaborating?" But you don't just jump into someone's inbox and say, "Hey, I want to shoot with you." And when they ask you what it is, you tell them lingerie or some kind of sexual type of shoot. So I've lost 6 of them that said they're just not interested in more, and they're done with it.
And I like this analogy. You bring up a good point, and unfortunate. That's an unfortunate situation that continues to happen. And I've heard somebody say before, choosing a photographer is a lot like choosing a freaking mechanic. You want to, if you're going to go have somebody work on your car that you need to get from A to B, you might want to check to see whether, first of all, whether that person actually works on cars.
Yeah.
Second of all, whether he's certified or not, and talk to some people who have actually had their car worked on by that person or by that organization. And unfortunately, because of the arena that we work in, it's not as structured as that. So you've got to do a lot more legwork. But like a lot of us said earlier, there are a lot of us out here who are here to support the people who we work with in the creative process. So, I mean, it's a matter of just continuing to spread the positivity.
And I would say to piggyback just a little bit from a photographer standpoint, and even from a model, you have to learn when and when not to flirt. That's it. Just don't do it. Like just don't do it. Like I had, and I might be saying too much because I don't know who's watching this shit. I once had a model,
and he's keeping.
I'm gonna keep it real. I once had a model, and I'm showing her the shit on the camera, and she like just grabbing my thigh. I'm like, all right. So I wound up because at the time when you was here, my shorty was here, who I was with at the time. I passed the goddamn camera because I'm like, all right, you doing too much, lady. You doing too much. I also been in situations where I saw a photographer, not no one here, shoot his fucking shot. Like it was like like that nigga was ready. He was ready to go. And I was like, yo, you're doing too much, gang.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my shit.
Yeah.
Out of here.
I don't even want to be
so
party
I saw it. Mm-hmm. But like it's a point where you need to know when not to do it.
Read the fucking room. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Mostly is when the check is cleared.
Oh yeah. No, then, absolutely.
If niggas go out for drinks afterwards, I fuck with y'all.
I have no shots to shoot, so I'm good.
Right.
So
I'm snitching.
It looks like, I think we did a good job of just like starting the conversation tonight. I think that we really need to explore it a little bit more, just like we did with model behavior.
We need to continue to talk about this because this problem's not going to go away by itself.
And the more that photographers let
it's
people,
gonna go away at all. There's no way.
You're right,
but the more we let models know that there are photographers that respect and want to help them develop into models and not worried about them being under our arms and them being in our beds, the more they'll find photographers that they can work with that they'll feel that way about and feel that they're comfortable with.
Right.
But before we go, I want to bring my boy Grizz up to the main stage so he can tell you what's going on this Wednesday night. The Grizz is back. And we know he's ready to attack. What's up, Grizz?
Air attack, baby.
Warriors, come out to play.
Oh, shit.
Fellas.
Wasn't that Diddy that said that?
Hey, fellas. This week, your asses is on the hot seat. No Diddy. But, fellas, do you create the monsters that you hate? We come on this week, 8:15 on Wednesday, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, whatever the hell you want to call it. We're gonna start some shit because I got some information, I got some truth, I got some paperwork. Fellas, y'all got some explaining to do.
Oh shit.
So come on out here and please don't come with the bullshit because you will get blocked, deleted, and probably cussed out. So
oh,
I always do
that. Hey, JB, I didn't know you was upset about it. I'm sorry, brother.
I'm sorry. But
I love being
thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Thanks Shauna. Thanks to
Christy, Van.
Big
Yo,
shout out, happy birthday,
Van.
Charles.
Feel better, yo.
I mean, Sheila, everybody who joined the Peanut Gallery,
Mr.
to my
Simpson.
illustrious panel that's on the screen, Anthony, with Don Brown, Big Grizz, Jay, and John, and everybody in the room. We'd like to thank you for coming into the Grown Man Clique podcast. We need you to do 3 things that we love the most: like, share, subscribe. You do those, our page thrives, and we can present even more content and keep you going on Monday nights. Then, lead right into football for some of these people. But we just like to thank you for joining us. And as we say at the end of every podcast, do good, do really good. But if you're gonna do bad, do really bad, so they know that you meant it. Peace.